An NBA player should always have the right to play on whatever team he wants, right? Same for WNBA, obviously, or any other athlete. And I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny that we still exist in a space where free agency is kind of a thing, where players get drafted. I got to be honest, I haven't put that much thought into this, so I'm sort of using this video as kind of a session to kind of work this out with you guys. I'm curious what you guys think about this, because as I think more and more about how to make the NBA more competitive, and if you've been following this channel, you know, some of the ideas around relegation and sort of like, you know, sudden death NBA seasons, whatever you want to call it, bottom two teams sort of being axed at the end of the season, drop down to the G League, and then one or two teams from the G League being escalated up to the NBA if they've done well or won the championship in the G League. Just more of that sort of like connectivity between those leagues, major and minor leagues, like they do in European soccer and stuff like that. And I think free agency and sort of like player empowerment, right? The ultimate player empowerment is just allowing players to sign wherever they can. And, you know, Gerard Hector from my podcast, the Basketball Weather podcast, has talked about this on our podcast. And like, he sort of says that he thinks that if players just have the ability to kind of move around as much as they want, you know, we could still have, you know, teams can't just sign every player, right? There's going to be a maximum to how many players can be on an actual team. There could even still be like a salary cap. So like, you're going to have to manage your books. But if you just give players the ability and you know, to move and go to whatever team they want, it really puts the onus on the teams, the governors, general managers, and things of that nature to run their ships really tight, right? And to create the best offer for players, those players that graduate from college and are going into the NBA, or if it's an NIL thing, or, you know, players straight from high school. And then of course, you know, free agency during the season and all that jazz and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think there's something there. Like, I don't know what the negatives of that system would be. I mean, anything that helps keep a team honest seems like a good idea to me. That forces kind of like a business enterprise, a team to sort of like be super on their shit and doesn't put the onus on the players. Because otherwise we get into a situation like we have with Jonathan Kuminga, right?